Hi, welcome back to another Crypto Dave video. It's a new year, it's a Friday, which means another crypto interest rates and news update. Today is the 8th of January 2021, and this is the first update of the year. I didn't do one on New Year's Day, and it's just going to be a quick update today, probably 5 minutes or so, and then we'll be back to the regular ones from next Friday. A little bit later than normal today, just been absolutely manic this week. But starting as always with interest rate changes. I actually updated this a couple of days ago. You can see here on the 6th of January. As always, if you see any issues, let me know in the comments below or via email. That's cryptodaveuk, all one word, @gmail.com. And I suppose the big news is Leaden. So the new prices went live at the beginning of January. 6.5 it was previously, down to 6.25 for Bitcoin, but up to 12.25 for USDC. So that's market leading still for both of those for comparable products, which is paid in kind, no lockups, anything like that. I've updated a few of these. I've updated the Cryptocom. I've removed the additional kind of like VIP kind of section. So there is an additional kind of tier on Cryptocom if you have, I think it's 250,000 CRO or more, and you're a VIP kind of member. You can get 2%, an additional 2% on all of these kind of rates. But I don't know anybody who is actually in that kind of position, so it didn't really make a lot of sense to take up a lot more of the table with those. But I've made some adjustments to Crypto.com and also some adjustments to Celsius Network. Celsius is probably the platform here that updates or tweaks their rates the most. So do keep a close eye on the rates if you are in Celsius Network, particularly with new coins that are added. Often coins are added at quite decent rates, and then they kind of like trickle down, the rates do, over the next kind of month or so. But that's it for the interest rates. You can check this out at any time. The link to the Google Sheet is, as always, in the description below. Excuse me. And now moving on to the token prices. So this is quite interesting. Celsius and Nexo pretty flat over the last 7 days, but a really nice pump up in price for Crypto.com. It's been in the doldrums for the last I suppose the last sort of 3 months really, and nice to see a little bit of action and a little bit of life back into kind of Crypto.com. So up 40%, just over 40% over the last 7 days. And Nexo and Celsius Network are both up a fraction as well, but compared to Bitcoin, which is up substantially obviously over the last 7 days, currently trading around $40,500 I think, somewhere like that. So a massive increase for not just Bitcoin but a lot of other coins as well. Stellar had a fantastic week, Ethereum and a few others. But nice to see Crypto.com gaining a little bit of its value back. I think at today's price, I'm hoping this continues actually for the next kind of month. So a lot of my CRO, the stuff that's on the exchange, unlocks at the beginning of February, about a week into February. So I'm hoping this continues till then. As it stands, I'm about break even. I think I paid roughly the same as this. I'm within 5, sort of 10% up or down, I think, of the price I actually kind of paid for that CRO. And I got rid of half of it at a bit of a bonus as well, so that's quite good. But hopefully this continues a little bit more. And Nexo's been a little bit disappointed over the last few weeks. Had some nice kind of action over the last kind of couple of months with its Nexonomics and stuff like that. But that seems to have kind of plateaued off. And similarly with Celsius Network, some insane gains over the last few months, or really over the last year, I suppose. But those of you who follow the passive income updates I do will know that I sold I think 1,000 of my 1,800 odd Celsius tokens at about 560 I think it was. So it was somewhere around kind of here. It's pulled back a little bit, but nothing kind of like dramatic. But maybe those insane kind of gains have slowed for now. And then just moving over to a few little bits of news. Firstly, Crypto.com. Zilliqa is now live on the Supercharger, but I wanted to remind people that the Supercharger is a little bit different to the syndicate. So when the charging period ends, so it's 30 days charging periods and then a 30-day kind of payout period. When the charging period ends, they email you and you have to sort of accept the kind of allocation or whatever they kind of want to call it. And it's a bit annoying because it should just roll over automatically. I think the coins that you put in the Supercharger roll over to the next kind of event, but you have to accept the reward kind of side of things. And until you do, you don't get kind of paid out. So if you forgot to kind of accept that for 7 days, I believe that you'd lose out on 7 days of that kind of reward being kind of paid out. And because it's paid out a 30th every day for those 30 days after the charging period, you could potentially lose out on some rewards. So I think that's kind of accurate. Let me know if it's not. But Zilliqa, the latest supercharger, it's live at the moment, another 19 days to go. But as I mentioned, if you do use a supercharger, make sure you keep an eye at the end of each charging period to make sure you accept those pretty quickly. And then also on Crypto.com, this is quite nice if you're a new user. There's 0% fees, and this is just for buying kind of crypto. So there's 0% fees on credit and debit card purchases of crypto for the first 30 days. This went live, I think it was on the 6th of January, I believe. It doesn't actually mention it here, but I think it was the 6th of January this went live. That's when this article appeared and I got the email about it. So if you're not signed up to Crypto.com and you were looking to do that, now if you're looking to purchase crypto through their app, is a good time to do it. 0% credit card and debit card fees. Although I have to say, I think the spread is pretty poor on Crypto.com in relation to kind of buying crypto. But if you were looking to try it out, it's quite an easy platform to kind of use. That's something to look at. And then over onto BlockFi, I got this on the 1st of January, so it was an email that came through, but it's also on the blog. As always, the stories will be linked in the description below, but quite an interesting thing. It's only a short read, but just a little bit more information about kind of what they've been doing over the last year. So a look back to 2020 and a look forward to 2021 with stuff like the BlockFi mobile app, which launched last year, and coming up this year, obviously the Bitcoin rewards credit card, which is their big kind of news story. Hopefully we'll start seeing that out in the wild in the first half of 2021. And then finally, this is a nice little site, Celsiusorg, and it's built by Celsius users. It's a community built site for all the promo codes. So Celsius often launches promo codes. Just recently they had 8 different promo codes, each offering I think $5 when you deposited $100, and this is a nice way of keeping basically track of all those kind of promo codes. So it's got a list of all the kind of active codes, and has a list of the kind of best codes as well. So it's a user or community generated kind of site built by users of Celsius for other users, but well worth bookmarking if you are ever looking to either sign up to Celsius. Some of these are initial kind of sign up bonuses, but a lot of them are for existing users as well when you deposit certain amounts of certain kind of cryptocurrencies and stablecoins. So nice site to keep a track on those. And finally, just a request really from anybody who's watching this video. I wanted to know if anybody else has used this B2X function on Ledden. So those of you who are following the passive income will know that I've got crypto locked up in Ledden earning interest, and I did do a video of a sort of like a trial that I did with B2X, but I actually looked at these B2X loans that I had live earlier today, and I think I've actually made more money through my B2X loans than I have with all of my interest and passive income over 2020. So I'm interested to hear other people's experiences. I'm going to do an update video of this, how it works and exactly kind of what I've made and stuff like that. But I think as of when I checked it earlier today, it was well over $50,000 that I'd made over the last sort of 3 months. A lot of that actually coming just between December and January. So over the last 30 days, a lot of that. So interested to know if anybody else has been utilizing this B2X. I'm going to do an update video on it soon, but if it's something that you haven't heard of, keep an eye out for that, because I think that has potentially been more profitable than a lot of the other stuff that I've been doing within passive income interest accounts and stuff like that. Thanks very much for watching. As always, give me a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. As I said, I'll be back with a slightly longer video like normal next week, and we'll be back onto a regular kind of upload schedule. I've got lots of other videos planned, and they should start going live in the next few days, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks very much for all your support. Have a fantastic 2021. It certainly started off in a really nice way with Bitcoin over 40,000, a little bit of a pullback, but they are holding seemingly over 40,000, which is really nice to see. Have a great day. Hopefully I'll see you on the next video, but until then, bye bye.